Today's Terminator toy spot, we're going to be having a look at McFarlane Toys Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines T-X Endoskeleton. If you watched my, I believe the way I posted it, if you watched my previous video I did of Kristana Loken, that was the Terminatrix in human form. I also would like to point out as well that that was a very painful review to make because I just could not get the arms in, the interchangeable arms, and she could not stand in the base. I just want to give you guys an update though that I did, however, get her on the base after I fought with it. Really nice figure though. I mean, really nice figure on the Kristana Loken Terminatrix. But we're not actually looking at her today. We're going to be looking at the, I guess, the endoskeleton of her. It's a really nice figure, along the same lines as the regular Terminatrix. At least shape-wise and everything else, her curves and but needless to say, let's have a look at the packaging here. We get a picture of Kristana Loken on the left-hand side here, with the battle damage on the side there. On the back, it's the same packaging as the other figures, so I mean, there's nothing really new to say there. That's about it. I mean, there is a little caption on the side here. I'll maybe read that for you guys. It says the next phase in the Terminator franchise is here and holds the fate of all humanity in its hands. Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines, one of 2003's most anticipated films, is accompanied by official McFarlane Toys action figures, each stunningly detailed to be accurate to the film. Figures are fully articulated and include accessories and bases. Rather interesting that he points out, or McFarlane points out, that they're fully articulated. I wouldn't say they're fully articulated, they're partially articulated, but yeah, I mean, there you go. There's packaging aside. I'm surprised, it's hard to believe 2003, eh? I mean, that's 6 years ago, eh guys? That's a long time ago. But there you have the packaging on the figure. What I'll do is I'll open this figure up and we will get a closer look at the T-X Endoskeleton. And here we have the Terminatrix now out of the package. A very disappointing thing happened actually when I took it out of the package. I don't know what it is about the Terminator Rise of the Machines figures, but there's something about the way that McFarlane designed them that, first of all, they don't want to stand in their base at all. The pegs here, at least in the Terminatrix, are positioned in such a way, and you're probably saying to yourself, hey, that looks like a foot. I'll get into that in a second. The pegs are placed in such a way that you have to spread the figure out, and the holes in the foot barely fit into the pegs. And as a result, having suffered such serious struggled as much as I did with the last Terminatrix, I thought to myself, okay, I'll put her in the base before I start doing the review. And like I said, you have to position her in such a way, and unfortunately her foot fell off. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I can just glue the foot back on, but I just gotta say, one of the worst bases of all the figures I think I've reviewed are these Terminator 3 figures. Like, even if you look at the foot, see where the hole is? The foot, it looks simple enough to peg it into that hole, but it's angled in such a horrible way that you just can't get her to stand right. And when you do get successfully one peg in, then you got to spread the leg out here and try to peg her into the other location. As a result, the figure itself is next to impossible to try to get into place. And as you see, I lost the foot on my figure. She's kind of got like a little whoops. She's got like a little Cinderella thing going on there. that aside, and I'll get the foot later. That aside, the figure is nice. It's just a shame that I had so much problems with getting this figure in place. I gotta say as well, points have to be given for the actual base itself. Even though the peg holes are in a horrible place to put the legs, the base is nicely detailed. You've got an endoskeleton arm there, which is really, really nice. The detailing on the figure itself is exceptional. I mean, there's a lot of detail that was put into this figure. As well as detailing, a lot of articulation is in the figure as well. If I just take her back off the base here, there is a lot of articulation in the shoulders. She's actually got a swivel shoulder, which is really, really nice. The downside, though, is it doesn't look like the arm can extend out. You can actually just move it to the side, and that's about it. She also has, and where'd her arm go? She also has an arm here as well, and well, we'll give her the interchangeable hand. For example, she comes with another arm. The arm can slide in and out. You just snap it into place, which is nice that it's as easy it is to change the arms, but there's not really a lot holding the arms into place when you do actually change them. That's a bit disappointing. One other thing too is it would have been nice if, I guess for the size of the arm they couldn't do it, but it would have been nice if they could have pegged it a little bit differently, because this is a nicer arm to put on the Cristona Loken Terminatrix. But unfortunately, like I said, the way that they've done it, you can really only slide the arm into place. She comes with one interchangeable arm that is the energy arm, I guess. This arm will take off, and you can actually put on the... she also comes with the blade, the spinning blade, as well, which is nice. It's just a shame. Like, the arms don't fit in all that well. I've got it in now, but I'm really disappointed with how the foot worked out. I mean, just the peg holes are really, really disappointing, and it's just a shame that I kind of have to give you a mediocre review on this figure, because the figure itself is nice. It's just a shame that the peg holes, oh my god, the peg holes suck so bad. Just to get her back onto the base, I mean, again, I'm gonna have to glue the foot on and try to get her on there. But I mean, there you have the Terminatrix figure. She is a great addition if I bring in the Movie Maniacs endoskeleton. I mean, she's a nice addition to, you know, if you have a handful of these kind of thing, if you want to have them on display. But I kind of have to take away points just for the fact that, again, like, I thought the peg holes were bad on most of the figures. I had a problem with the Terminatrix Cristona Loken version, as well as the Coffin T800, but this probably is the worst, just the way that she has to be positioned. But there you have a toy spot on the TX Terminatrix Endoskeleton. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up now. And hopefully my streak of bad reviews is going to end with this one. And hopefully we can get back on track from there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys later.